Hello everybody, this is Mario again, and what I'm going to do is review this video about my drawings of the birds of Africa. It was my illustration from the year 2014. But before we start, I want to talk about our sponsor for this episode. It is Teasel1.com. Teasel1.com is a great store where you can buy amazing hoodies, long sleeves, and t-shirts with streetwear designs and art. You can also buy some of my animal prints. These will look great in your house as a gift, or they can look good in a child's room. Either way, shop at Teasel1.com, and I want to thank them for sponsoring my video. At the end of my video, I will share a link to Teasel1.com where you can purchase my art print and streetwear. Now, let's get started. In this drawing I made, we see 5 bird species that are perched on the tree branches from left to right. An African fish eagle, an European honey buzzard, a common kestrel, a peregrine falcon, and a barn swallow. The first bird species I will be talking about now is the African fish eagle. The scientific name for the African fish eagle is Haliaeetus vocifer. The African fish eagle is a large distinctive raptor with a snow-white head, chest, and tail, contrasting sharply with a rich chestnut-brown belly and black wings. They have a yellow black-tipped hooked beak, a bare yellow face, and dark brown eyes. Juveniles are brown and mottled, transitioning to adult plumage over several years. The African fish eagle is a specialized carnivore with fish comprising the majority of its diet. These include tilapia, catfish, and lungfish. It primarily hunts live fish by swooping down to snatch them from the water's surface with its talons, often consuming about 226 grams of fish daily. The average lifespan of an African fish eagle in the wild is typically 12 to 24 years. While some sources indicate they may live up to 30 years, 20 to 24 years is generally considered typical for a healthy adult in the wild. The second bird species I will be talking about now is the European honey buzzard. The scientific name for the European honey buzzard is Pernis apivorus. The European honey buzzard is a medium-sized raptor that is often confused with the common buzzard, but with a smaller, slenderer head, longer wings, and a longer, finely barred tail. They have yellow eyes, unique scale-like facial feathers for protection, and display a highly variable brown to white plumage. The European honey buzzard is a specialist carnivore that feeds primarily on the larvae, pupae, and nests of wasps and hornets. They also eat adult wasps, bees, small mammals, reptiles, birds, and sometimes fruit. They are highly specialized predators that excavate nest contents from the ground using their feet and claws, aided by specialized scale-like feathers on their heads that protect them from stings. The average lifespan of an European honey buzzard is generally estimated to be around 9 to 15 years in the wild. The oldest recorded European honey buzzard was just under 29 years old. The third bird species I will be talking about now is the common kestrel. The scientific name for the common kestrel is Falco tinnunculus. The common kestrel is a small slender falcon that has a reddish-brown black spotted back, pale buff underpart with dark spots, and a long tail. Males have distinct gray-blue heads and tails with a black banded tip, while females are brown, heavily barred with black. They are famous for hovering with rapid wing beats. The common kestrel is a carnivorous raptor that primarily feeds on small mammals, especially voles, which make up the majority of their diet. They also consume mice, shrews, larks, starlings, beetles, grasshoppers, and earthworms. They require about 4 to 8 voles a day and often catch extra food for later. The average lifespan of a common kestrel in the wild is approximately 4 years. However, this average is heavily skewed by high juvenile mortality rates, as roughly 66 to 70% of kestrels do not survive their first 2 years. The fourth bird species I will be talking about now is the Peregrine Falcon. The scientific name for the Peregrine Falcon is Falco peregrinus. The Peregrine Falcon is a large crow-sized raptor with long pointed wings and a long narrow tail. Adult falcons have a slate gray to bluish gray back, barred white bluff undersides, and a distinctive black head resembling a helmet with malar stripes. Juveniles are brownish with heavily straked rather than barred underparts. Peregrine falcons are specialized predators that feed almost exclusively on other birds, including pigeons, starlings, doves, and waterfowl. They are known for hunting mid-air at speeds over 200 miles per hour, but they occasionally consume small mammals, reptiles, and insects. The average lifespan of a peregrine falcon is typically 10 to 15 years in the wild. However, if they survive to adulthood, they can live nearly 20 years. In captivity, where they are protected from threats, they can live up to 25 years. The fifth and final bird species I will be talking about now is the barn swallow. The scientific name for the barn swallow is Hirundo rustica. The barn swallow is a slender sparrow-sized songbird that is easily recognized by its steely blue-black underparts and a long, deeply forked tail with thin outer feathers called streamers. Barn swallows are insectivores that feed almost exclusively on flying insects captured mid-air, consuming up to 850 insects daily. Their diet consists primarily of flies, beetles, wasps, ants, moths, and true bugs, often foraging low over open water or fields. They are highly agile flyers, rarely eating on the ground, and do not use feeders. The average lifespan of a barn swallow is about 4 years in the wild, but many do not survive their first year due to high mortality rates during their initial migration. While 4 years is the average, some individuals have been recorded living up to 8 to 11 years. I hope you liked this video about my review on my African birds illustration. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Anyway, catch you later. Bye.